Dun, da, da, da. Here we are. Here we are, live on the new moon in Scorpio. I'll just give it a few moments to see who's joining as one viewer. That could be our Helen watching on the telly. Do say hi in the comments if you're watching and you're one of us. Hello, Awana. We've got Awana in the green room. We've got Angela in the green room. And yeah, I did a yoga class this morning and just started talking straight away. And then people joined and I had to repeat myself. So I'm just going to give it a few moments. Hello, hello, and welcome to the live stream. So yeah, maybe you're wondering why it says charmed there. This is my hey, Rosemary. Welcome, my lovely. Good to have you here. Yeah, Chant is my spiritual name that I was given maybe a year ago or more, and it's taken me a little while to adopt it, I suppose. But I thought, hey, I feel like it's a new moon. I feel like it's new beginnings, even though things are, a little unsettled in the world. There's this sort of freshness and a sort of get up and go about change and stepping into a new energy. I have been wearing this crystal for many years, and it was on like a really like nasty little bit of brass, and I've had it gold plated and put on a gold chain, so it's had a little upgrade. And I thought, new crystal, new name. So hello everyone, I'm Chant. Chant, I think that's how you pronounce it. It was given to me as a spiritual name. It basically means moonlight. So that doesn't mean that I'm out doing things dodgy in the middle of the night. It's probably because I'm really into cyclical living. So I am, I'm a spiritual mentor and a guide, a wellness guide for hair and beauty therapists. And I like to teach a little bit of yoga and the art of living in a cyclical way. So working with the cycles of nature, the moon, the seasons, and the menstrual cycle for women as well. So yeah, really nice to adopt these processes. I found working with the moon especially useful on my path of growth, spiritual growth. Setting intentions with the new moon, checking in, what do I want to achieve for this month, and writing down some personal goals. And thank you, Oana. And then at the full moon, really having a good a look at what's going on, see what's highlighted, and releasing as the moon wanes. Linda, how lovely to have you here. Happy new moon. I say happy. Yeah, it's a happy new moon. The full moon, which has just passed. Thank you for all of those lessons. But yes, I'm quite pleased that spell is over. Everybody else get flipped on their head during that eclipse. It was quite a corker. Yeah, I feel like we've got a few people here, and maybe it would be a good idea to do a little grounding, little short meditation to just get us settled in the space. And then I'll do a little chat about what I'm seeing in the astrology for this new moon. So if you want to just place your hands on your heart center and close your eyes and just take a nice long deep breath in and a full exhale out. Just as you breathe, just breathing really long and deep and consciously like this. Drawing all your energy back, and as you exhale, just feeling your body settle in its spot wherever you're sat. Just gathering all your consciousness back from your day. coming into your body and allowing your energy to settle, feeling your energy move down your body and through your legs, through your feet, and into the ground. Connecting with the mother below, like you've got energetic roots diving into the soil and getting a good grip with the ground, feeling your presence grounded. And as you breathe, just allow your energy to mingle with the earth and drawing her energy up into your body with your inhale. Feel it rise up into your heart, up your throat and out the top of your head like a fountain, into your aura, cocooning you in motherly love, stabilizing yourself on this very volatile planet that we find ourselves on. And just take a few breaths into that connection with the earth. And opening your crown, just drawing your attention to the top of your head, feeling your crown welcome in spiritual light, spiritual knowledge and truth. And feel that light of eternal, infinite consciousness pouring through your crown, blessing yourself with the divine. Let it just enter your body, just doing a grounding meditation, a connection. Bringing ourselves into this moment, using our breath, feeling our energy body. And let that stream of light from above work its way all the way through your central column, through your crown, igniting your third eye, your throat chakra, touching your heart, blessing your heart space, down to your solar plexus, your navel, your sacral, your lower chakras, and your root, and making its way into the earth. So feeling that connection as above, so below, as without, so within. And if you have a little intention for yourself tonight, just having a moment, what is it you would quite like to receive from this evening? And I'll do my best to deliver something for you. And taking a nice deep breath in, feeling the air, feel your lungs expand. Bring your hands off your chest and give them a little shake. And open your eyes and we'll come back to the screen. I'm going to share the chart for the new moon in Scorpio. I'm not sure if you can see my cursor. Let me see. Awana, can you see my cursor? No. Okay. So I'm just going to describe the symbols. Right. This is an astrology chart for anybody who does not know what they look like. Everyone would have one of these the moment they are born. This is the chart for the new moon, and we know it's the new moon because the sun, which is a circle with a dot in it, is next to the symbol with the moon. So they're what we would say conjunct on a new moon. The moon comes up to meet the sun, and then it passes the sun and grows in size. So at the moment, it's like just a sliver in the sky. I think it was new this morning, like 9:30 this morning in the UK. So so now it's growing. It's got a little bit, tiny little sliver of light, I expect. So new moons are all about new beginnings and fresh, new energy, new start. And you can see you've got the moon and the sun next to each other. They're both at 20 degrees of Scorpio. So we're in Scorpio season, and 20 degrees is where they start this journey. So basically, this map is going to set a precedent for the coming month, for the coming lunar cycle. So what it starts now, and then by the next new moon, these energies will be what we expect to sort of be at play. So we've also got this little red guy next to the sun and moon here. This is Mars at 22 degrees of Scorpio. So Mars is the old ruler of Scorpio. So it's quite comfortable in there, but it's strong, I would say. Mars energy is going to be quite strong this month. And what sort of energy does Mars bring? So in its lower vibration, like all of these planets can be, they don't necessarily dictate you, this is how it's going to be. They're a forecast for you to work with. So you could like let Mars work on your, like, unconsciously, and have bursts of fire and anger and frustration and impatience and some of these things that Mars can create. Mars is the god of war, so say no more. But if you want to use the energy at its higher vibration, Mars is focus, its assertiveness, its direction, its willpower, its drive. It's got these positive attributes. But there's a few things that I think it's important we consider for this month if we're going to be thinking about these sort of energies, just to keep a close eye on the haste at which you respond emotionally, because Scorpio is our deep waters. The Scorpio is like this. It relates to Kundalini energy, so it's our life force energy, with Mars involved in this so strongly on this new moon. We could feel quite like sudden rushes of this life force energy, and if we're too quick and we're too hasty, we can potentially trip ourselves up a little bit, and it's a very important time to be in your observer, and to observe your emotional rushes and surges that may occur, not necessarily act immediately, just to kind of feel them. Don't worry, don't try not to be too impulsive about what comes up. But really, this is a great month for seeing your karmic patterns, and being able to really see the truth behind why you're having those emotional reactions. There's some positive energy coming from Neptune and Pisces. So Neptune is and Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Pisces is is the infinite, and it's our connection to all that is. So it gives us a sort of psychic look at and a compassionate look at why we behave in certain ways, why we have these emotional triggers. So those words, emotional triggers, could be quite relevant for this month. We may find that it's a bit spiky at times, and a little bit, there's a few sparks that can be created with that combination of Mars in Scorpio and if we look on the other side of the chart, directly opposite, there's a little blue figure in the 5th house. This is Uranus. It's at 21 degrees. And it's directly opposite the little stack up of Sun, Moon, and Mars. This condensed energy in Scorpio is getting opposed by Uranus. Now, what does that mean? That means that we may kind of get those emotional triggers may be created from this want to individualize and break free. Uranus is also rules our personal unconscious. So there's really quite a lot of signs within this chart that unconscious triggers may suddenly come up, and things from our past, things that we haven't dealt with, things that want to be looked at, that are actually calling us to look at them for our evolution and for our soul's growth. So if they play out in an unconscious way, and if you're not watching this video or you watch it later, then maybe you think all this stuff is happening to you, and all these triggers and things and people in your life. You're like, oh my God, why have we got so many like difficult people around me at the moment? Or why am I so challenged at the moment? Well, this, in my opinion, is a bit of a gift from the celestial bodies, because it will be poking you. It will be poking at a little wound that requires your attention for your evolutionary process. There'll be something within that trigger. There'll be a reason that person's in your life, or that situation is in you're in that situation, because it will be pointing something out to you which wants to be healed. So the fact that we've got Neptune involved at 25 degrees, it's in the water sign as well. So it's in Pisces, so it's in harmony with the new moon. So Neptune, so our psychic ability and our level of compassion will be of great assistance through this spell, through this cycle. So we'll have these surges of potentially, we'll have these surges of emotion. We'll have these this uprushing of feeling, but we should be able to see it from a loving perspective, and hopefully we'll be able to apply some of that compassion to ourselves, to our journey, and to the world around us as well. So Uranus, I mean, I want to just kind of talk a little bit about Uranus over there in Taurus. Uranus has been there since I think it's been in there for like 8 years, maybe already. It travels quite slowly through Taurus. We've got a little while yet for it to finish its phase in that sign. Taurus is fixed Earth. It relates to the environment, our financial systems, our security, our physical bodies, the planet, our farming, our sense of worth, our values. So Uranus is coming in there, and Uranus is not just a light tippy toe hello sort of energy. It comes in with like a bit of a maverick, and flips things on its head, and it shakes the ground really. So I actually just noticed that there's a potential volcano going to be erupting in Iceland, they have predicted, and people are having to evacuate. This is Uranus in Taurus sort of energies. And it's the great liberator. So it wants to break free. It wants to radically transform the current systems and what is in place at the moment. So it is working on breaking down those sort of structures, financial structures, where it's not a coincidence that a lot of people are having financial difficulty at the moment. It's forcing us to reevaluate what we value and where we put our money and our relationship to money. we're having to really look at it, and the banks are, having to really, I would imagine, having to make some really big changes. That unless this is going to come during the next few years, I think. So, but on a personal level, through this month, I feel like it could be a little bit of a catalyst for um, f- f- for that, like creating those sparks, and it may not be so necessary. Like I would highly advise really tuning in to, how your want for freedom, your need for freedom, is it really going to bode well for you? How do you deliver it? Is it coming from an emotional wound, or is it a sensible choice, right? So I feel like Uranus can kind of be a little bit erratic and very sudden. So it's kind of, and it's pulling on this new moon and this Mars energy. So you've got like Mars that's like me and my, like I want this, like I'm going for that, and I'm like on my like drive and my mission. And it's a very personal planet, Mars. It's the I am, it's the me and my, yeah. So, it's not really necessarily considerate of other people that you're in relationship with, or you're working with, or you're involved with. So you have these two sort of quite volatile energies. One that's like wants to just go and do me, and this other one that's like, I want to just break free, and I want to, I just want to change things. I'm just going to do it now. And impetuous, very impetuous is like a a strong word for this cycle, that I would keep a close eye on at haste, because I think it has actually already, I've already had a couple of experiences of this myself. I've been just properly kicked me in the arse a couple of times, being a bit too quick. But then there's also stuff to learn from it. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, is that, any of our emotional triggers. So, say you do act unconsciously and impetuously, and it comes back and bites you in the arse. Explore the feelings you have, the reaction you have to that situation, and understand the truth behind it. This is Neptune, the truth, the real truth behind it is that you're not bad. Nothing's, no one's you're not going to get into major trouble. This is just the child version of yourself reliving an experience where you, where something really hurt you, and you felt wronged, or you felt some emotional pain. So, I think that's probably enough of me yabbering on for that. Saturn has recently gone forward again. I would like to point that out too. So there is definitely a opportunity to apply some spiritual discipline also through this month. So if you have been struggling with challenges, emotional stuff, addictions, lack of discipline on to take care of yourself, this could be a really great month for giving yourself some spiritual practice, and applying some self-care and some self-love. Now that Saturn is moving forward again, everything that you're learning through this year, what you've had to overcome, what you've had to work through, it's going to give you a good sense of strength. And some spiritual discipline will definitely help the cause. I did a yoga class this morning, taught a yoga class live this morning, which is the video itself is like 45 minutes, but it's a really good set for the lower chakras. So for the root chakra. So if you have if insecurity is coming up at the moment for you, then this is a great little kriya. You could do it. It'd take you about half an hour to do in the morning. And it really works on a sense of connectedness to the whole. So, and definitely a connectedness to the earth as well. So it's useful to have something that gets you back into your physical body. So out of your head, because running around in your head when you're having an emotional trigger doesn't help. Doing a meditation or doing something physical definitely will. So I'm going to remove this slide, and I'm going to invite my lovely friend Oana. Is that all right, Oana? Give me the thumbs up onto the stage with her chart. Here's Oana's chart. So Oana has a lot of things going on in Scorpio, and we just wanted to, this is like, if you want to know what area of your life this new moon is going to mostly impact, you look to the house that 20 degrees of Scorpio, where 20 degrees of Scorpio sits. So on the outer wheel, I can see that the start of the 8th house is 25 degrees. So it's going to actually be happening in the 7th house with everything else for Oana. So this is going to be really focusing on relationships. So 7th house is the house of relationships, not just intimate relationships, business relationships as well, partnerships in general. You've got also quite a bit going on in the 7th house. So, this is the first one in this little Scorpio stack is Pluto, which symbolizes your soul. So there's some soul growth, I think, going to happen through this cycle for you. Maybe some evolutionary processes. The South Node is there as well. So this is a real opportunity to do some shadow work and pick up on those things from past lives, those things from early life that you've tried to discern whether they're with you or they're useful through this lifetime, or whether you're moving away from them. So you're with your North Node in Taurus. So it's about grounding. It's good. It'd be good for you, that Kriya, if you've done. Have you done it already? Not yet.
Yeah, right. No, because it's also my first, blood day.
Then it's not
So
the one.
I was taking it easy today. Yeah.
Good for you, and absolutely right too. So yeah, also your identity with the sun here. This is your personal power in Scorpio. So we don't necessarily need to see the South Node and Pluto as just to dismiss those things as like the past. It's what can we learn from that intensity, that what gifts has it given us that we can ground into our own life and see as power, as our own power. I also would look at the ruler. The sun rules the sign of Leo. So I would also say that your 5th house is going to be activated as well. So creativity, again, play, have some fun with it. Maybe it's to show you where you're finding pleasure in your relationships, and to sift out the ones that cause emotional intensity and pain, and keep the ones that show that you feel you have more fun with, and are more playful around.
Thank you so much. To look forward to. Thanks.
Oh, you're so welcome. Let me take down your chart and let me just look up to Angela. Angela, would you like to come up on the screen, or you're not feeling it? She's frozen. She's coming up. I'm going to bring your chart up, Angela, instead. And you're still on here, Oana. Bye. Angela, you were saying 11th house for you were absolutely right. And it's triggering your natal Neptune, sorry, couldn't get my words out then. So yes, 11th house, friendships, community. This feels really appropriate. Can I bring you up on the stage? Natal. Oh, getting a bit of feedback. So yes, Neptune, it's your connection as well to your spirituality. This could be a really powerful month for connecting with the divine. I know you've already started that today already as we've been talking. So I feel like this could be a really powerful month to really harness your psychic gifts. Let me just look. So Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. So we come down and we look for the house that Pisces rules. So third house as well. So your third house will also be getting activated by this new moon. So learning something new and doing some healing. You've got Chiron in there, activating some healing on your own personal identity, on your path, and starting some new projects, or at least looking at a few seeds. Maybe there's like a couple of ideas that you'll be channeling through this cycle, that you can start to place some ideas for projects for yourself, things to launch yourself. I'm saying that because you've got this Aries North Node, and Aries is like, and you've got the Mars energy, which is complementing that. So your North Node wants you to, do your own thing and do it your way. So there's going to be, this could be a really good month for you. Like, you could find yourself getting a bit of a lift and good energy from this month. That's what I'm saying. All right. So I thought we'd do a little candle spell tonight. So I don't know whether everybody read the little blurb thing that went on the meetup and on the writing, So you should have a candle. You can you can use different colored candles for candle spells depending on to enhance the energy, but doesn't really matter. What matters is the energy that you put in. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a moment to really think about what it is we want to draw in for the month. So I would encourage you to just I'm going to put a bit of music on and just let you have a moment just to write down as many words as you want. Maybe it's just one word, or it depends how many symbols you want to carve into your candle, but just have a little tune in to what it is that you would like to welcome in for the month. What support do you need? So for example, mine were courage, strength, combined with love, and a sense of belonging. So I've got 4 symbols scratched on my candle. So if you write the words down that you want to bring in, and I'll just give you a couple of minutes just to think of them, and then I'll show you how to do a sigil, so to turn it into a symbol. Okay. Just have a little moment. Feel free to share your words in the chat window if you like. Put mine in there. Well, there's some great things to be called in there. Love that, Linda. Friendships, focus, authenticity, awareness, some trust, support, sense of safety. Beautiful. Thank you, Helen. Steadfastness. I might have to look up what that means. If anyone can tell me. Steadfastness. Patience. Patience is one. I feel like I should have wrote that one down as well. Maybe I'll add it. Okay, so if you haven't made a sigil before, maybe there's different ways to make it, but this is how I make it. I'm going to show you I'm going to hold it up. I tried to take a picture of this, but I'm going to hold it up. So you write down the word. So say it's courage. Oops. Oh. And you cross out any vowels. So you write down the word, then you cross out any vowels, and you also cross out any repeating letters. So with this word, it's the letters that are left are C, R, and G. And then I break down those symbols for those letters. So break them down and rearrange them to make a symbol. So, this is my symbol for courage. Once those, the G and the C and the R turned into this symbol. So that's one example. For belonging, if you see, I've crossed out all the vowels, and then I've crossed out the N's because there's two of them, and the G's because there's two of them, and I'm just left with B and L, and ended up with this symbol for belonging. I particularly like this one. So once again, I'm just going to give you a little bit of time to create your symbols before we carve them into our candles. Hopefully you've got a little something to scratch the symbol on to your candle with. And I mean, if you don't, and you can have one of the tea light things, and it's all a bit difficult, you can just imagine, and you can pull the symbol up through the paper. Like you could use a tea light, place the tea light on the symbol, and just pull the energy of the symbol into the tea light, if that's all you've got. But if you have a pillar candle like this, I always think it's really nice to carve the symbols in, and then just use a little oil to imbue the symbols and coat with loving energy. So I'm just going to give you a little blast of a mantra while you're doing that, and I'll tell you a little bit about this mantra after. Can you give me a done in the comments when you're done with your symbols, so I know when to come back? That'd be great.
Akana jor, shubena jor, jorana mangana dedana jor, jorana jivan, maranana jor, jorana raj, mal manasor, jorana surti gyan vichar, jorana jugati छूटे संसार जिस हाथ चोर करवे के सोए नानक उत्तम निचन कोई हर हर वाहे गुरु 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 Akana jor, chupena jor, jorana mangana denana jor, jorana jivan, maranana jor, jorana raj, manasor, jorana surati gyan vichar, jorana jugati छूटे संसार जिस हाथ चोर करवे के सोए नानक उत्तम निचन कोई हर हर वाहे गुरु 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 Akana jor, chupena jor, jorana mangana denana jor, jorana jivan, maranana jor, jorana raj, mal manasor, jorana surti gyan vichar, jorana jugati छूटे संसार जिस हाथ चोर करवे के सोए
Very nice.
नानक उत्तम निचन कोई हर हर वाहे गुरु हर हर वाहे
Thank you, Linda.
गुरु हर हर वाहे गुरु हर हर वाहे गुरु हर हर
great. I'm just going to say, tell a little, like, it's quite small, the writing on this for this mantra, but it came to mind because Scorpio energy, brilliant, Bianca, thank you. Yeah, Scorpio energy can really, it can want to control. There's this sort of there's this power, like this want for power with Mars and Scorpio and all of this. And we may feel these power struggles and powerless and, the need for control and all of this. But this mantra is basically saying, we've got no power to speak, no power to keep silent, no power to beg, no power to give, no power to live, no power to die, no power to rule with wealth and occult mental powers, no power to gain intuitive understanding, spiritual wisdom and meditation, no power to find the way to escape from the world. He alone has the power in his hands. He watches over all. Oh, Nanak, no one is high or low. I just thought it's such a great mantra to just remind us all that actually, you know what, I'll just what do they say? Let go and let God. So yeah, it's a good one. It's there if you want to learn it. It's a bit challenging to learn, but it's all the same, very grounding to learn these sort of mantras. So now you should all have your symbols. You should have made your symbols. I feel like there's somebody new that's just started the live stream. We've been making sigils, words to inscribe into our candles. So let's, like, you hold on to your pin, hold on to your candle, and let's raise some energy again using our breath. So if you want to just close your eyes down and turn yourself inwards and connect with your breath again. So take some nice deep inhales, full exhales, and let that prana, that life force energy enter through the breath into your body, awakening all your cells. So as you breathe, just feel your cells come alive, feel your body tingling a little bit. Welcoming your energy, so feeling it as you breathe, just flowing through your physical body. Just returning your connection, your mind to that connection to the earth and support from our Great Mother. And I'd like you just to draw your attention up into the night sky, at that sliver of a crescent of a moon, our great grandmother moon, and just become aware of her presence above you. And just use your breath to just raise your energy in your body. And if you'd like to, using your finger, just draw a circle around your space. So you're opening a circle of energy. You can either do it with your finger, or you can just expand your aura and feel yourself in an energetic circle, in a sphere of light. And you can take a moment here to call on any guides, any spirit guides, any ancestors, any archangels that you work with, and just let them hold your space and bring their energy into your spell, their support. And feel their presence surrounding your circle. And then call in on the energy of the moon as well. And just allow the moon to make a connection to your circle, to your spell. And set your intention internally. And develop a sense of trust that this is going to work for you, that the energy that you're putting into this spell, into this candle, is going to ignite when you light it and bless you with those things those words that you've chosen for the month. And when you feel ready, you can start to scratch your symbols onto your wax. Just remain quite conscious as you do this. Just keep hold of your candle right to the end. When you're finished, just keep holding onto your candle and just pouring your heart's energy into this little spell. Just keeping your vibration nice and settled and full of trust and love that what you're doing is going to work for you. you've finished scratching and you have an oil with you, if you have one, but you don't have to do this now, you can do this when you're ready to light it. Just pop a couple of drops of oil into your palm and imbue the candle. So warm the oil up in your palm and just use your fingers to run the oil over the symbols, to ignite the symbols and to bring them to life. A little essential oil. Just really engage with what you've carved. Really feel the symbol magic going deep into the wax and becoming alive. Depending on what essential oils you have, and you could choose one that best represents your words. So something grounding, if you have the word patience like Helen has, something earthy like oak moss or something. Or for courage, maybe a fiery sort of clove-like scent. Okay, I'm going to go by the lovely Awana. It's finished hers, so thanks, Awana. We're just going to send one big blast of heart energy into our candles. So take a nice deep breath in, holding your candle, just exhale and just feel that love from your heart, from that energy from your heart space going into the candle. And then we're going to take a deep breath again. This time when we exhale, we're going to send that energy down to the earth, giving thanks to the earth for that which will manifest. And then we're going to take a final inhale in and send that love and that trust up to the moon. Make a connection to the moon goddess above and allow her to spin her web and deliver that which we've requested. And if you opened a little circle for yourself, just give thanks to any of your guides, any beings that assisted you and gave their energy to your spell. And in your own way, unwind your circle and offer the energy, any spare energy that's left, back to the earth for your healing, for the earth's healing. And now your candle is ready to light in your own time. Thank you everybody for joining me on the call. Thank you, Awana, for showing us your candle spell. One thing I will say about these, I really find they work. Like, they really work for me, candle spells, and it's interesting to engage with. If you have more than one symbol on your candle, if you have enough room for a few, to watch as they burn through, and as one has been released, what's changed in your life? Did you develop more courage during that time? And just to acknowledge your intentions and how they've manifested for you. Any of your intentions for things that you would like to achieve, I wish them all. Oh, you're very welcome. Anybody's intentions, I'm sending love and blessings to all of your wishes. May you have a very healing month ahead. May you evolve with graciousness and see yourself, the truth of your being, in a new light. So I'm going to wrap it up for now and just bring our hands into prayer pose. Big inhale and then exhale. And we're going to close the space. Thank you, everybody. Satnam. And hope to see you on the full moon. Bye, Linda. Bye, my lovely. Bye, Rosemary. Angela. New moon blessings to you all. Thank you. Thanks, Bianca. And anyone else who's watching. And anyone watching the recording. Thank you so much. Happy new moon. Thanks, Iwana. Sarah.